Hello students, welcome to Manu Law classes. This is Ratnakar sir, your quantitative aptitude and reasoning mentor. So in today's class, we will take a generic topic. We will not take the usual topic which comes in CLAT exams or IELTS exams, namely the chapters which you already know in arithmetic and in advanced maths. But rather, we will discuss today about a more generic topic, that why x play a most prominent role, or how does x becomes a popular variable in math, isn't it? Now we all know it is our common practice that whenever something unknown we have to take, we generally take x, isn't it? In all our school algebra, we have continued with this notation, and in today's class we will try to unravel about some facts and discuss about how this x becomes so popular as a letter, or you can alphabet, you can call it anything. It becomes popular as a variable in mathematics. Okay, so let's start today's class. So before starting, we will like to say that our admissions are now being open for a 1-year course, or you can enroll for a 2-year course for our CLAT and IELTS exams. And for that, you can call us at this number, namely 9971 444 054. Okay, I will really encourage that you visit our website, and from that you will get a clear idea about the quality of services that we are providing. Okay, now to come to our notation. First of all, let us discuss about x, isn't it? How does x become so popular? Okay, namely, if we want to talk that in all the algebraic equations we always take x, isn't it? In all the algebraic equations, we always take x as a variable, isn't it? For example, if we want to write the formula for x plus y whole square in our school algebra in our class 6 to 7, then we write it as x square plus 2xy plus y square, isn't it? Even if we want to take any variable, we always take let x be the number of persons or quantities unknown, and then we form an equation and calculate, isn't it? Even in case of simple equations, we have always used x as a variable, isn't it? Even in a case of simple equation, we have always used x as a variable. That may be a linear equation, or that may be a quadratic equation. That could have been also be a quadratic equation, isn't it? So in all cases of algebra, we have used x, isn't it? And not only algebra, also in geometry, we have variously used x. We have differently used x in different scenarios. For example, a very common practice in our class 19 was whenever we want to plot a point in a Cartesian coordinate system, what we do, we refer these two lines, we refer this intersection of lines as our point 0 comma 0, or the origin, and we take x-axis and y-axis, isn't it? So here also we have taken x, even in the case of solid geometry. If we consider a figure, say a cuboid or a cube, isn't it? What we have done, we have taken three axes, we have taken three independent axes. One was x-axis, one was y-axis, and one was z-axis along the three different corners of the cuboid, isn't it? So how is x becoming so popular in mathematics? Even in higher mathematics also, we have always seen that we have always differentiated with respect to x, isn't it? Do you remember in your class 11 12, isn't it? We have always differentiated with respect to x, we have always integrated with respect to x, isn't it? So in algebra, in geometry, also in higher mathematics, calculus, and you can count many numbers, especially from logarithm and from higher algebra also, isn't it? We have seen that x is everywhere, isn't it? So what makes x so popular? Okay, so to understand this, first what we have to do, we have to understand the history of development of mathematics. Okay, now if we talk about the very early mathematics, okay, there were two main branches. one was algebra, and one was geometry. Okay, now the origin of geometry, we know various civilizations have worked variously and different modules on algebra, but if we date back to before century, before the birth of Christ, in BC era, then we know that Euclid, a Greek mathematician, was very popular for his Pythagoras theorem, and the Euclid school of mathematics variously produced the common known notations, all the theorems that we know in today's of our, you can say, class 9, 10 theorems and riders, isn't it? Also, an Indian mathematician by the name of Brahmagupta, he has also contributed very much to the development of geometry. And as for algebra has a different discovery. Algebra has a different route of discovery. Okay, now in case of algebra was actually born in the Middle East. Algebra was actually born in the Middle East during the golden age of medieval Islamic civilization. Okay, and that was historically found in the work of a famous, you can say, a trader or a merchant or a mathematician by the name of Muhammad al-Khwarizmi, isn't it? Now his book becomes very popular. His books becomes very popular, and his book namely Kitab al-Jabr wal Muqabala was you can say was the first book of algebra that the world has ever seen, that you can say. And who knows, maybe the word algebra came from this word, the word al-jabr. Okay, that sounds like that. So what was it actually that basically dominated x as a variable among the other alphabets? Okay, now if you understand the history of development of algebra, then after the discovery of algebra in the Middle East, okay, the Islamic scholars migrated to, you can say, Iran as well as Moors Peninsula, where they made the Spanish scholars, and they actually couldn't pronounce the word sheen. Where this word sheen comes from? The sheen word comes from the word al-shalon, which means unknown, which actually means unknown in Arabic, isn't it? Now the Spanish scholars couldn't produce this word sh. They couldn't produce this word sh, and they pronounced this word as shy. Okay, they pronounced this word as ch, which in Greek very much corresponds to the letter shy, and in Latin it becomes small case letter x. In Latin language it becomes small case letter x. This is same as the word Christmas could be pronounced as Xmas, isn't it? This x was actually a Greek origin letter which was replaced for shy. Okay, so maybe phonetics was basically responsible for algebra, for this x to becomes a dominant variable for the unknowns. But we actually don't have any solid evidence for that. Okay, and there are many more reasons why x could become a popular variable in maths. Now, if you see the development when emblematic algebra was developed in the 1500s, okay, different authors use different type of symbols, okay, different authors use different type of symbols, but there were so many contributors to this journey, to this memorandum, and we cannot say any one person who constructed it, but one of the most prominent and influential people to spread the memorandum from emblematic algebra, or you can say the notational algebra, was Wiertz. Wiertz from 1540 to 1603, isn't it? Wiertz was actually responsible. Wiertz was actually responsible for the development of Wiertz relation. Wiertz was actually responsible for the development of Wiertz relation, which we actually study, but you don't know the name, that this particular discovery was done by Wiertz himself. Namely, you know that a quadratic equation, in a quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, you know the sum of the roots was minus b upon a, and the product of the roots was actually c upon a. Now these were Wiertz relation. These were actually Wiertz relation which Wiertz himself developed. So maybe Wiertz was a more prolific mathematician, just like Newton in England, and thereby x becomes a popular variable. That may be a what you can say reason, that may be one of the reason which contributed in the okay which contributed in the popularity of x as a variable. Okay, but again we don't have any solid evidence for that. Now Wiertz actually used these letters for many unknowns and letters, and usually what Wiertz do, he used to represent the vowels for unknowns and letters that were consonants for the values. Okay, now after Wiertz, another popular mathematician named by the name René Descartes. Okay, his complete name was René Descartes. He actually invented a different form to represent the variables and the constants. What he did, he take the first letters A, B, C as variables, and letters from the last, or letters from the last of the, you can say letters from the last of the variables as constants. Okay, so in particular what he used x for an independent variable and y for a dependent variable. Okay, and the letters we now use for standard equals, they were variously known for the well-known Cartesian plane, isn't it? The plane which you draw for your graph purposes, this is called Cartesian plane by the name of René Descartes, isn't it? And maybe by this notation the x becomes so popular in maths as a variable. So nevertheless, whoever invented it, he may be Muhammad, he may be what you can say, he may be Wiertz, he may be René Descartes, but x has gained popularity since then, especially after Descartes' contribution, and x has become a popular variable in mathematics. Okay, and so we have to use it in all our equations. Okay, so this was about that how x becomes a popular variable in mathematics. Okay, and if you like this video, do share it, do subscribe our channel, and we'll continue to bring many interesting topics like this, so that you can what you can say. Okay, so in the last, I will also like to stress that our admissions are also open for 1 year and 2 years course for CLAT and IELTS syllabus. Okay. Thank you so much.